Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at what you learned and experienced in 2023, where you are at right now, so your kind of just current energy going into 2024, and what to expect in 2024. As I do in all of my readings, I've pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages, as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we'll jump into in just a second. I have the tarot deck we'll be using already shuffled, as well as the decks that I will be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. All right, Virgo, in your recent past, not your recent past, but in 2023, so it could be your recent past, you have enchanted with the moon in reverse. Okay, so both of these cards actually to me kind of have a similar imagery. They don't have the same meaning to me, but they have similar energy. It's like kind of this, this path, and then you have the moon in between kind of lighting the way. That's the way that I see this. So, and then the moon is in reverse, but I wanted to show the similarity in imagery because I feel as if in 2023, maybe the path felt a little bit unclear, but it was almost as if you were still very much being guided in some way. I feel as if maybe you had to face a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of, the reasons why you don't think that you can do it, that you're capable, that you're supported, whatever the case is. But I feel as if it was like you were following, because in this card, the moon is lighting the way, but it feels as if the path isn't very clear, right? It's not very bright. It's like you can't really see point A to point B, but you can see the next step that you need to take. So I feel as if that's a lot of what 2023 was about. Taking small steps forward, but not really knowing, maybe second guessing if you were on the right track, wondering, if you were ever going to get to where you're trying to go, and having to face and work through a lot of fear. Now in your current energy, and I really like this because you have take the lead with the Two of Pentacles. So in your current energy, it feels as if you're really taking charge of your life. You're taking the lead of your life. You're starting to balance your priorities, starting to prioritize things that are best for you, maybe even just like your health or, your mental health, or prioritizing relationships that are good for you as opposed to relationships that hold you back, or prioritizing putting your energy into things that make you feel creative and successful instead of things that just drain your energy. I feel as if that's the energy you're in right now, is kind of taking charge of your future, taking charge of your life, maybe gearing up for, if you're someone who does New Year's resolutions, things of that nature, just kind of getting yourself in a line. Now it is, the holiday season. So I'm not saying that you're not allowing yourself to rest and relax as well, because honestly that might be a part of what you're prioritizing. But I do very much feel as if the energy that you are in and have been in as of recently has been very much taking charge of your life, which I think is fantastic, because then going in to your 2024, what you can expect is transformation with the Fool. So this very much feels like a new beginning that I don't necessarily know if it's unexpected, but I don't feel as if you're expecting the extent of this new beginning, because this transformation card feels like your life is transforming. Like things are transforming in a very positive way into this new beginning. Now, this overall energy that you have is, I know that each sunrise brings an opportunity to make a different choice. I am evolving. And I feel as if that is the energy of your 2023. It's like evolving of this, what you've kind of been going through. You've been taking steps, maybe feeling as if you're not really getting anywhere, but you've been evolving this whole time. And now you're in this energy of taking what it is that you've learned, taking kind of bigger steps forward, almost in a way. Whether or not that's the energy you fully embodied, I do feel as if that's the energy that you have available for you. And then as you move into 2024, I feel like that's where you really start to apply that energy, and then it leads to a very transformative energy for you. But let's start Virgo, by looking at your recent past. This is what Virgo experienced in 2023. What Virgo experienced in 2023. One more. What Virgo experienced in 2023. Ha! The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Okay, hang on, because you have the Two of Pentacles upright in your current energy. Page of Cups in reverse. Chariot in reverse. So that's what I kind of felt in this energy. It feels as if, I don't want to say there wasn't progress, because you absolutely made progress in 2023. I just feel as if it didn't feel as if you made a lot of progress, but you did make a lot of progress. It's kind of an interesting energy, because the Page of Cups in reverse is having a hard time listening to divine guidance, having a hard time listening to your intuition. And then the Two of Pentacles in reverse is this energy of like imbalanced priorities in a way. So we're readjusting priorities. That's what this feels like, an adjustment year. It was like you were adjusting your path, or adjusting your priorities or something. And it feels as if through that, it's not like you, and that's why I feel like it doesn't feel like you made a whole lot of progress, because it was almost as if there's like redirection or getting on the right track. And then now you're kind of in this energy of, okay, now the path is a little bit clearer, and maybe it's not yet, but that's definitely what you're moving into. And then it leads to this transformation in your immediate future. So yeah, an adjustment year, an adjustment of path, an adjustment of energy, maybe doing a lot of healing, adjusting priorities, I don't know. Maybe that resonates more for you, but an adjustment here. And it doesn't feel like you made a lot of progress, because I feel as if you're not able to see the result of the adjustments that you made yet. You haven't seen that result. That's where I feel like you have the transformation in the Fool card. So you don't feel like you've made progress, but you've made so much more progress than you think. And because without this kind of adjustment energy, you wouldn't be able to reach this kind of transformative energy. Okay, more for Virgo's 2023 energy. A year of adjustments. Virgo's 2023 energy. Ooh, a lot of doubt though. Because, okay, Magician in reverse with the Five of Swords. So I feel as if there might kind of be this energy of, man, I've made all of these changes, or I've made all of these adjustments, and I haven't really seen anything come of that. So starting to doubt, was all of this work I did for nothing? Or am I even on the right track at all? Or, is abundance and love or whatever it is that you desire, is it just not meant for me? Am I not good enough for it? And I feel as if one of the biggest reasons that you haven't seen the manifestation of the adjustments and the work that you've put in 2023 yet is because you're still kind of slowly but surely weeding out this survival mode kind of energy. It's almost as if you have this survival mode so deeply ingrained in you. And I feel as if that's where a lot of the doubt comes from. It's like you're used to not really seeing the payoff. You're used to putting in the work but not seeing the payoff. And so you're doubting whether or not it's ever going to come. But I feel as if this is kind of the universe's way of saying, keep moving forward, keep adjusting your priorities, keep, believing that there is more that's possible for you, because that's where we create the life that we desire the most whenever we are facing the fear that it's never going to happen. That is literally when the life of our dreams is created, is when we are facing in real time the experience of the life that we desire not happening. And so I feel as if maybe that's, and I'm not saying you didn't see any progress in 2023. I just feel as if you feel like the progress that you experienced in 2023, like when it comes to how your circumstances change, didn't directly, you feel like you should have made more progress based on the energy and effort that you were putting into it. And the universe is kind of saying that's absolutely true, but you're not there yet. It's not that it's not happening. It's not that it's not going to happen. It's that you're not there yet. It's almost as if through this adjustment year, because the Magician in reverse is kind of like acquiring the tools that you need, to be able to bring whatever it is into reality. So whether that literally means you were in school, that's why there wasn't a lot of progress, is because you were building the foundation. You were in school, or you were walking away from things that didn't serve you, or you were starting a new business, or whatever the case is. It feels as if it was kind of, like adjustment year. And then as you were kind of making these adjustments, you were gaining these tools, and these tools then are going to help lead to this transformation. So it's almost as if 2024, and I'm going to say it, but I feel like we'll see cards on it, but it's almost as if 2024 is the result of the work you put in 2023. 2023 energy for Virgo. But you were facing a lot of fear in the process. Fear, again, that you weren't good enough, that you were never going to get there, that you were going to fail, which is all necessary. If we're not facing fear, we're not pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. Disappointment. Ooh, Death in reverse. Disappointment. 5 of Cups with a Death in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. A lack of hope. A lot more disappointment than success in 2023. That's for sure. But I feel as if, like I said, it wasn't the year for results. It was the year for like a time to invest, a time to give, a time to adjust, not a time to receive. And it's almost as if, so this is definitely an energy of needing to embrace delayed gratification, needing to understand that when we make the changes don't result in instant results. One of the biggest things that I've learned in 2023 that I feel can absolutely be applied to this reading is one of the most important aspects of creating a life that you desire, changing your life, however you want to word it, is consistency. And consistency even through the periods of feeling as if your effort is just completely going in vain. Because I definitely feel as if that's what 2023 was about. Maybe experiencing a lot of disappointment surrounding the things that you were investing in. But it just kind of feels as if you were making these small changes over the course of last year, this past year. And you were disappointed that those changes weren't leading to what it is that you desired. But it's not that it's not happening. It's that it hasn't happened yet. And so that's what this current energy is about to me is, as you've made these you've changed your priorities, you've made different adjustments, and now you have kind of those tools to take charge moving into 2024 and to kind of really change your life for the better is what it feels like. But okay. Current energy for Virgo, what Virgo needs to know about where they're at right now going into 2024. Take the lead with the 2 of Pentacles. This is Virgo's current energy, where Virgo is at right now. This is for where Virgo is at right now and what Virgo needs to know going into 2024. Where Virgo is at right now. Okay. All right. One of the biggest things, this is more of an advice than it is, well, okay. Yeah, no, it is. It's more advice. Okay, You know how what we focus on expands? You know, the law of attraction, what you give energy to is what you're going to attract more of. The universe is asking you to do a little bit of reflecting on your year, on where you started 2023 and where you're at now. And look at the things that you do have to be grateful for. Now, it might not be a whole lot. You know, it might be a struggle to even bring those things into your awareness, but start with the smaller things. You know, I made it through the year is one thing you can be grateful for. But I feel as if you start looking at where these adjustments, how these adjustments have made your life better. Like, okay, for instance, you lost a relationship that you really wanted to work out, but it didn't make you feel very good about yourself. You know, that person wasn't very kind to you. You were experiencing more anxiety around that relationship, and it's almost as if you're better off without it. And a part of you is very disappointed. Things didn't work out the way that you wanted, but you are actually in a better place than you were. You know, and I'm not saying that's exactly what the energy is, but just kind of looking at what it is that you do have to be grateful for about the year that you've been through, because I feel as if kind of tapping into that gratitude for the adjustments that have been made, I feel as if you'll start to see that things are starting to actually work out better than you think. Because our mindset is everything. Our perspective is everything. And if we want to change our life, we have to be willing to look at how our life has led us to where we're at now so that we can make the proper adjustments. So that's why I know that each sunrise brings an opportunity to make a different choice. I am evolving. You're in this process of evolving. And just because things didn't work out or haven't worked out for you yet, it doesn't mean that they're not working out. I feel as if it kind of feels like some divine redirection was taking place. Recognizing that things needed to change, the universe kind of making changes for you that you weren't making yourself, things of that nature. And it's almost as if whether or not you realize it, you really are in a better position going into 2024 because you kind of have this opportunity now. Like maybe you feel as if you have a clean slate, or like you don't know where you're going or whatever the case is. You have the opportunity now to take the lead moving forward of your life and say, okay, well, what do I want my 2024 to look like? I don't want to repeat 2023. So what do I want my 2024 to look like? How can I take what I've been through in 2023, what I've learned, how I've grown, how I've changed, and how can I apply that to creating the best year for my life, for myself moving forward? But okay, more energy for Virgo's current energy. But yeah, more of an advice card there with the need for kind of more gratitude in your life. And gratitude can change our perspective in such a deep-seated way. Gratitude has pulled me out of some of the darkest times of my life. So trying hard to shift focus there, because I don't feel like 2023 was the easiest year for you, Virgo. But I don't feel as if it was necessarily a bad year either. It might feel like it, but I feel as if whether or not you realize it, the things that were happening in 2023 were kind of setting the stage here for 2024. But okay, current energy for Virgo. Yeah, you have no idea what's coming. 7 of Swords. This is a time for embracing the unknown. Not giving up on your path, not giving up on yourself, not giving up on the idea that anything can happen in a good way. Possibilities are endless and they're beautiful. And I feel as if that's this isn't a time to really tap into that energy, because with the 7 of Swords right now, it's kind of as if the universe is saying you have no idea what's possible for you. But right now, I also feel, Virgo, would be a time where someone, I'm not saying you in particular, but somebody in your shoes would typically kind of self-sabotage, give up on themselves, give into their fear, give into their doubt, go back to an easier path, fall back into old habits, something like that. And if that is you, and if that is something you are currently dealing with, that is okay. You're in this phase of your life for a reason. Give yourself grace for where you're at, but also recognize that you have the power to make very positive changes for yourself moving forward, even if you have no idea what's going to happen, how things could even get better, or I've put in all this effort and energy and nothing's happened at all. Remember, especially with kind of that enchanted card, the path is slowly making itself available for you. So I want you to think like you're driving in a car at night, right? Headlights are on. You can't see how you're going to get all the way down the road that you're on. You can only see right in front of you at the moment that you're in, right? You can see how you're going to get from where you're at now to where your headlights are shining. But as you continue to move forward, the path continues to illuminate. That's this energy that you're in now. Allowing yourself to keep trusting, keep believing, keep moving forward, and the path will continue to reveal itself as you do so. All right, current energy for Virgo. Current energy for Virgo. Knight of Swords, Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, I feel, so it's kind of this energy of spinning your wheels, feeling like you're busy, you're putting energy into a bunch of different things, but you're not getting anywhere. That's what it feels like with the Six of Swords in reverse, feeling really stuck. It's like you're like a hamster on a wheel. I feel like that's kind of what you feel like. I've given all this energy, I've made all these changes, I've been doing these adjustments, I've been, looking into my subconscious beliefs, and I've been doing the healing, but nothing's changing. But that's because that's not how it works. You don't make as above, so below, as within, so without, right? As you make the changes within, things are going to change without, but it's not going to happen immediately. There's a time delay. And during that time delay, it's going to determine what you do during that time delay between when you make these adjustments within and when they happen without is going to determine what happens. Because if during that time delay, when you're doing the healing, you're making the adjustments, you're taking the steps forward, but things aren't happening, and you turn around and go back the other way, pull back to safety, go back to comfort zone, pull back to old habits, if during that time, you don't allow things to unfold, well then yeah, you're not going to get to where you're trying to go. So I feel as if right now you're kind of in between this energy of, I've been putting in the effort, I'm not seeing the results, but just know that the results just aren't here yet. You're on the path, right? You're in the middle of a journey. If it happened immediately, a hell of a lot more people would believe in manifestation. I can tell you that much. All right, immediate future for Virgo, not immediate future, but what Virgo can expect in 2024, transformation with the Fool. What can Virgo expect in 2024? Should they keep going down their path? Should they keep choosing to evolve? What can Virgo expect in 2024? First, the Four of Wands and the Hangman. Okay. Star in reverse, Four of Wands, Hangman. Okay. These adjustments that you've been making have been creating a foundation for you. A foundation of mindset. A foundation, like I said, especially if there was like schooling involved or I don't know, whatever the case might be for you. It's almost as if gathering the tools, right? Those tools created the foundation. And then that now moving into 2024, it's putting that foundation to work. Taking what you've learned, taking what you've acquired and putting it to work, but in a way where you're also able to kind of surrender to the process a little bit more. Because I still feel as if 2024 is a building year for you. But it feels as if it's a little bit, because you have this new beginning, right? And this transformation card. And I feel as if it's a little bit more, there's a little bit more hope in 2024 than I feel there was in 2023. And I feel as if that hope continues to light the way for you moving forward. Because this transfer, it's almost as if these adjustments, right? Working through fear, kind of taking the lead, and now moving into 2024, taking all of it and actually making certain changes in your life, which is going to lead to the Fool and the transformation. the transformation. It's like, yeah, an adjustment year. 2024 is a very transformative year, but a transformative year as a result of the adjustments that you've made. Transformative year for you personally, maybe for your career, for your relationships, but it's a result of the foundation that you've been building in 2023 and maybe even further back than that. Because the Four of Wands is like, it's like, and that's what it feels like. You know, when you build a house, you got to start with a solid foundation, right? It's like when they're building these really tall buildings, they can throw them up like that, but they've been working on them for so long. It's because majority of the work goes into the foundation. I mean, I'm not a construction specialist, so I don't know the correct terminology, but I do know that, you know, you can see the foundation takes the longest time. You're like, man, they've been working on that forever. You know, they work on it for 6 months, and then all of a sudden they throw the whole thing up in like a month. And it's because they were, you know, getting the ground ready and making it level to build on, you know, building the foundation. And then the rest of it is really easy to throw up. That's kind of what this is about. It's, you've been building this foundation, and that's why you've seen no progress, is because so much of the work has been happening within, like underground, if you will. And then now 2024 is like taking that foundation and building on it, like building on the foundation that you've created. I hope that makes sense. What Virgo expect in 2024? So it won't, that's why there's a little bit more hope, because it won't feel so much like you're spinning your wheels. You'll all actually start to see progress. What Virgo can expect in 2024. So there's the Moon in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. Okay. I mean, man, Spirit's being honest with you. You're going to experience fear. Not like, I don't want that to be a fear-inducing message and saying like, oh, you have a lot to be afraid of. You don't. That's what this message is saying. You don't have anything to be afraid of on this path as your life transforms, as things move forward. But you're going to experience the experience of fear. You know, you're going to have moments where you're going, oh my gosh, is this going to work? Am I going to fail? Am I going to, just like you did in 2023. But the thing is, you worked through so much of the fear in 2023 that I feel as if it's almost going to be just so much easier to work through it in 2024, because you're going to be like, yeah, been there, done that. I've dealt with the self-doubt. I've dealt with the fear of failure. I've dealt with this before. So yeah, I'm experiencing it. Yeah, I'm going to have to work through it, but I also know I'm going to get to the other side of it because I've already done that. So it's almost as if it's like this energy of like, you don't have anything to be afraid of, but your control, because there's the Emperor in reverse, right? Not knowing how things are going to turn out, not having control of the outcome is going to induce fear for any human being. It's just the fact of the matter. So the more that you move forward down your path with faith, you know, trying to build on this foundation that you've created, just your mentality, lean into Spirit's direction, the more that you're going to have to let go of your own control, right? And we control because we have fear. So it's almost as if the universe is saying, don't allow that fear to trick you into believing you have anything to fear. Because fear is a natural part of our evolution. Experiencing it, working through it, facing it is a natural part of growth. So don't be shocked when you experience moments of doubt. Don't be shocked when you experience moments of second guessing yourself, or experience moments of, man, you know, it doesn't feel like things are working out for me. Think about this reading and remind yourself, I don't have anything to fear. Everything's unfolding. I'm going through a transformation. My life is evolving in a positive way. I just have to lean into that faith. So a little bit more of it's like a building year, which is why I feel like there's so much transformation in that year, in the year that you're moving into. What can Virgo expect in 2024? It's a very positive year for you. I feel like it's a lot more positive than 2023 was. King of Pentacles, Two of Wands. No, okay, yeah. All right. There it is, the Six of Pentacles. Your circumstances are going to start to change. The circumstances are going to start to change. That's what it feels like, or that's what it looks like. Circumstances. King of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles, receiving, reciprocity, getting back the energy that you've put in. Because if you've been putting in energy to your path, to your growth, to your healing, to your business, and you haven't received what it is that you deserve and desire yet, I want you to think about this for a second. Most people give up right before it happens. Because the moment before things start working out for us is the moment when we experience the most fear. I see it all the time in my life. Like either right before or right after something really good happens to me, I experience a insane amount of fear. And it's because we have to work through those feelings of being unlovable, being undeserving, being not good enough. Because if we don't, we're not gonna pursue out of faith. We're gonna pursue out of fear. And so this literally feels as if this is the universe's way of saying, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your path. You're going to start to see changes in 2024 as a result of your efforts in 2023. And that is, I feel like, going to give you a lot more hope as you continue down your path. You are evolving. Your life is evolving. It's very positive energy for you in 2024. But okay, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to focus on what you need to do to prepare for 2024, the best way for you to prepare going into 2024. I'm going to dive deeper into the messages, get some advice, and then I have an advice card to close out the reading with at the very end. Thank you so much, Virgo, as always, for your support of my channel. It means more to me than you know. I obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Virgo, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Virgo.